According to the Black Sea Commission's decision, Romania was elected as host country for the second operational Black Sea Delta regional exercise. Rodelta 2009 was developed by Romania, with the participation of the relevant national institutions under the coordination of Romanian Naval Authority, in close cooperation with Black Sea Commission and with the participation of Bulgaria, Georgia, Russian Federation, Turkey and Ukraine. The exercise took place on the 26th of August 2009 in the surrounding area of Media Port, hosted by the Rompetrol Group, through Rompetrol Refinery and Media Marine Terminal. Exercise objectives: assessment of the interoperability of national authorities with responsibilities in coordinate and conducting search and rescue services, practice of search and rescue intervention procedures, revise of provisions of cooperation plan on unitary intervention in case of emergency situations for search and rescue of human life within the littoral area and at sea, taking into account the learned lessons. Establish the governmental command structure for major oil spill using the Romanian National Plan. Use the regional POLREP system to identify and mobilize, on paper or actual, resources from neighboring states. Establish a functional joint emergency response center under the Black Sea Contingency Plan. Integrate EMSA and private organizations' resources within the framework of the Romanian National Plan. Assessment of the communication system between Search and Rescue Aero Coordination Center and Maritime Coordination Center during its search and rescue intervention for an aeronautical incident occurred at sea. Testing support decision-making for search and rescue of lives at sea in the event of an aviation accident occurred in the FIR Romania Search and Rescue software dedicated. Testing response capabilities in case of major incidents. Media Marine Terminal and Harbor, Rompetrol Group. The Black Sea is an extremely sensitive environmental area representing an important node of oil transport routes to Europe and Asia. That is why the correlated and extremely fast interventions required for the avoidance of disastrous consequences in case of an ecologic maritime accident are of the essence. All depends on the thorough planning, intensive preparation, prompt coordination. On August 25, 2009, all forces involved in this exercise have been present at Media Harbor area for the last training courses and, of course, for the general rehearsal. The cooperation and reaction speed have been exemplary. Everyone was prepared for the complex operation scheduled for the next day. The exercise implied all components required under actual incident circumstances. A lot has been worked on the scenario. There have been considered hydro-weather conditions as realistic as possible. The specific location and environment issues have been identified. The existence of the esplanade, beach and seafront with tourists, the fishing and fish breeding areas. The exercise required many tests in training in communication, emergency decisions taking, at the same time with fast response practical actions in deploying the rescue and intervention teams. The Media Harbor exercise has been based on a scenario in which the cargo ship Ovidius, under Cambodian flag, which left Odessa with the destination Constanța, collides with the Panamanian oil tanker Utopia, subject to an oil unloading operation in Media Terminal area. Following the collision, a violent fire begins at Ovidius' ship forepart. 2 crew members fall overboard and one suffers an open fracture. At the collided shipboard, the situation is even more severe. Following the impact, 2 crew members are severely injured. Others 4 fall overboard, and oil massively leaks through the caused breaking, causing an oil spill on the sea surface. Both ships react promptly. Ovidius and Utopia immediately initiate the Mayday alarm and contact each other in order to assess the port conditions. Ovidius' ship requests Utopia oil tanker to launch a life raft for the persons who fell overboard, to take actions in order to extinguish the fire and prepares for a potential towing. Utopia urgently contacts Media Marine Terminal, providing information about the oil spill.
Take that 5, take that 5, take that 5. Mayday, mayday, mayday. utopia. Call sign Yankee Quebec Oscar Uniform.
The warnings are received and confirmed. Radio Nav resends them to Constanța Maritime Coordination Center, in charge with search and rescue operations in case of naval incidents. At the same time, Media Marine Terminal activates the plan on the prevention, control and mitigation of effects in case of sea pollution with hydrocarbons, as a reaction to pollution in the incident area. The circumstances are quickly assessed. Based on the capacity of the tanker out of which the oil is leaking, and on the limited large flow mitigation possibilities, as well as on the requirement to supplement the available forces in order to mitigate the quantity of polluting product that can reach the shore, the Maritime Division Coordinator requests the activation of the National Contingency Plan. A crisis committee is set up at Rompetrol premises.
Exercise. Mayday. Utopia. MRCC. It is Santa Cruz. Call sign Yankee Quebec X-ray Delta.
My position is latitude 441 degree 19 minutes 00 decimal north, longitude 28 degree 45 minutes 00 decimal east.
Exercise. Mayday.
All ship in this area. This is MRCC Constanța.
SAG Grozavul is nominated as on-scene commander.
At the same time, the rescuing tugboat Grozavul, with a full crew consisting of the fireman team, intervention divers, a healthcare division with 2 physicians and 2 nurses, as well as with specific firefighting equipment and board damages remedy, is appointed as on-scene coordinator.
Exercise. Mayday. All ships. This is MRCC Constanța. Change to VHF channel in channel 06.
Constanța Maritime Coordination Center sets out a working channel for the hazardous traffic performance. Pre-warns the Ministry of Administration and Interiors, the Ministry of National Defense and the Romanian Air Force Services for a potential intervention. Radio Nav sends a warning message to all ships located close to the incident. After activating the National Pollution Response Plan, Tuzla Regional Air Services have been requested to perform a flight in order to assess the pollution-affected area. The Pollution Response Plan records media harbor protection with deflection booms, spillage extension limitation, the number of ships intervening in order to limit the spillage, the recommended limitation configuration, the number of skimmers required for the leaked product recovery, the provisional storage capacities, the best sea response initiation position, and the product recovery method. Oil spill was simulated with perlite. MRCC elaborated offshore intervention plan, including site safety plan. Media Marine Terminal made J-shape formation for mechanical recovery at sea made by Yevoli White tug and Neptune tug. Another J-shape is made by Hercules tug and GSP Phoenix. Crystal and Rubin limit the crude oil towing the booms in open U-shape, and GSP Orion and Actea, both EMSA oil spill recovery vessels, recover the oil with sweeping arms. An important deployment of forces.